The rain had been falling since morning, soft and steady, the kind that makes everything look lonelier. On the corner of Maple Street, outside a small bakery that smelled like warm cinnamon and butter, a little girl sat on the cold stone steps. Her brown hair was tied in two messy braids, her shoes were too big for her feet, and her small hands clutched an old stuffed bear missing one eye. People walked past her, umbrellas clicking open, voices fading into the hum of the city. She didn't beg, she didn't speak, she just watched them, eyes wide, quiet, as if she was waiting for someone she once knew. Inside the bakery, Clara wiped her hands on her apron and glanced through the window. She saw the girl again, the same one who'd been there the past 3 days. She'd offered her a croissant once, but the girl had only smiled shyly and whispered, "Thank you," before running off into the drizzle. Today, though, she hadn't moved for hours. Clara walked outside, her heart tightening. "Hey, sweetheart," she said softly, "you'll get sick out here. Where's your mom?" The little girl looked up slowly, her lips trembling. Her voice was so soft it almost disappeared under the sound of rain. "I don't have one anymore." Clara knelt beside her, the words catching her by surprise. "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. What's your name?" "Lily," the girl said, her eyes bright but tired. "I'm 7. Clara smiled gently, even as her chest ached. "That's a pretty name. I'm Clara." Lily nodded and hugged her bear tighter. "This is Mr. Buttons. He's my best friend." Clara couldn't help but smile at that. "Mr. Buttons looks like he's been through a lot." Lily gave a tiny laugh, a sound so pure and brief it made Clara's throat tighten. "Why don't you come inside for a bit?" Clara said. "It's warm, and I'll get you something to eat." Lily hesitated, glancing down the street, as if expecting someone to call her back, but no one did. So she stood, clutching her bear, and followed Clara inside. The bakery smelled like heaven, warm bread, chocolate, sugar, and cinnamon. Lily's eyes widened as she looked around. Clara handed her a cup of hot chocolate topped with whipped cream and a small plate of pastries. Lily's hands shook as she lifted the cup. She took a careful sip, and a small sigh escaped her lips, the kind of sigh that sounds like comfort after too many cold nights. "You can take your time," Clara said softly. "You don't have to rush." After a few minutes of silence, Lily looked up. "You're really nice," she whispered. "You remind me of someone." "Who's that?" Clara asked. "My mom," Lily said, her voice breaking on the last word. "She used to make pancakes on Sundays, but then one day, she didn't wake up." Clara froze. The quiet words hit her like a wave. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. Lily nodded slowly. "It's okay. I tell Mr. Buttons she's just sleeping somewhere nice, but sometimes I get scared she forgot me." Clara felt her eyes sting. She reached across the table, gently touching Lily's small hand. "She didn't forget you, sweetheart. Moms don't forget their little girls." Lily blinked quickly, trying to hold back tears. "You really think so?" "I know so," Clara said. For the first time in days, Lily smiled. A fragile, hopeful smile. After that day, Lily came by the bakery often. Clara didn't ask too many questions. She just let her sit near the window with her hot chocolate and pastries. The customers started to notice her, the quiet girl with the soft smile and the stuffed bear always by her side. Some would wave, others would leave little candies or stickers on the counter for her. But no one ever came looking for her. One afternoon, as the golden light of sunset filled the bakery, Lily asked something that made Clara's heart stop. She looked up from her hot chocolate and said softly, "Miss Clara, can you be my mom for a day? Just one day?" Clara froze, her chest tightening. "What?" Lily's eyes glistened, full of innocent hope. "Just for one day. I just want to know how it feels again. I won't bother you after that, I promise." For a moment, Clara couldn't breathe. The world seemed to blur around her. She had lost her own baby girl 2 years ago. A car accident on a rainy night that took everything from her. The memory still lived inside her like an open wound she never let anyone touch. She'd buried herself in work, baking from dawn till dusk, pretending life still had sweetness left. And now this small voice, trembling, sincere, had just whispered the words she dreamed of hearing again. Clara began, her voice shaking. "Yes, sweetheart. I can be your mom for a day." Lily's face lit up like the sun breaking through clouds. She jumped up, wrapping her tiny arms around Clara's neck. "Really? You mean it?" Clara hugged her tight, feeling her heart crack and heal all at once. "Yes, baby, just for today I'm yours." That day felt like magic. They went to the park, Lily's laughter echoing through the air as she chased pigeons. Clara bought her a pink balloon, and Lily insisted on holding Clara's hand the whole time they fed ducks by the pond. And Lily told her stories about her mom, how she used to braid her hair and sing her to sleep. When the sun began to set, they stopped for ice cream even though it was cold. Lily giggled as chocolate dripped down her chin, and Clara wiped it away with a napkin, pretending not to cry. "Thank you," Lily whispered suddenly, "for being my mom today." Clara smiled through her tears. "You don't have to thank me, sweetheart. You made me remember what love feels like." They walked home together in the evening light, hand in hand, two souls who had both lost something they could never replace, but for one brief day had found it again. As they reached the corner near the bakery, Lily stopped. She looked up at Clara, her eyes wide as if she was about to say something else. But before she could speak, a car horn blared from down the street, and Clara instinctively pulled her close. The moment passed. Lily smiled up at her again, soft and pure. "I'll come see you tomorrow, okay?" Clara nodded, even though something in her chest twisted with fear she couldn't explain. "I'll be here." Lily waved, clutching Mr. Buttons, and ran down the street, her small figure disappearing into the orange glow of evening. Clara stood there, her hand still warm from the touch of that tiny palm. For the first time in years, she felt alive again, and terrified of losing it. She didn't know then that tomorrow would never come. The next morning, Clara opened the bakery early. The sky was pale gray, and the air carried the chill of another coming storm. She hummed softly while arranging croissants in the glass case, her mind replaying every laugh, every word from yesterday. She kept glancing at the door. Lily always arrived by 8. Clara had already poured a small cup of hot chocolate, the whipped cream melting slowly on top. She'd even placed a napkin next to it, folded into the shape of a heart. 8:30 came, then 9. No Lily. By 10, the bell above the door had rung a dozen times, but it was always someone else. Clara told herself that maybe Lily had overslept, or maybe she'd gone to the park first. But as the hours passed, an uneasy weight grew inside her. Finally, she stepped outside, apron still dusted with flour, and looked up and down Maple Street. No small figure in braids, no pink balloon, no stuffed bear. She waited. The rain began again, the same soft, endless drizzle that seemed to follow the little girl wherever she went. Clara returned inside, heart sinking with every drop that hit the window. The hot chocolate sat untouched until the whipped cream vanished. That night, she left the light burning in the bakery window, just in case Lily saw it and came back. She didn't close the door until midnight, but Lily never came. Days turned into weeks. The extra cup remained part of Clara's morning routine, a quiet ritual of hope. Every time the door opened, her chest lifted, only to fall again when it wasn't her. People in the neighborhood began asking, "Where's the little girl who used to sit by the window?" Clara would force a smile and say, "She's visiting friends." She didn't know why she lied, maybe because the truth was too heavy to speak aloud, that she had no idea. Then, one gray afternoon, an envelope appeared under the bakery door. It had no return address, just her name written in careful, uneven handwriting. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a single piece of paper, folded twice, and something else. A tiny photograph of Lily standing in front of the park fountain, smiling shyly at the camera. Clara unfolded the note. "Dear Miss Clara, thank you for the best day ever. I know I can't stay, but I wanted to tell you I'm okay. Someone found me a place to go, and they said I'll have my own room and other kids too. They said it's safe. I miss you already. You made me feel like I had a mom again, even just for one day. I hope you keep making people happy with your cakes and bread. When I smell cinnamon, I'll think of you. Love, Lily, and Mr. Buttons." A single tear fell onto the paper, blurring the ink. Clara pressed the letter to her chest and let the tears come, soft and unending. She whispered into the empty bakery, "I love you too, baby." After that day, Clara changed in quiet ways. She started a small box by the counter, labeled Lily's Corner. Inside it, she placed a few coins from customers who wanted to help other kids in need. Every month, she delivered the money to the local children's home. She never asked if Lily was there, she just hoped. Sometimes, when she walked through the park, she'd see little girls chasing pigeons or holding pink balloons, and her heart would ache, but not in the same broken way. It was softer now, full of love that had somewhere to go. One late spring afternoon,